Bridegroom for a cat. King Vijay had just one daughter, the Princess Chandra, who was very beautiful, but being an only child, she was badly spoiled. Nevertheless, her beauty and being the daughter of a powerful ruler brought many suitors for her hand in marriage. Of all the suitors, Prince Jayanth, the future ruler of the kingdom of Padmapur, was the most outstanding. Apart from his good looks, he had already proved himself to be a capable statesman. Princess Chandra was certainly very fond of Prince Jayanth, and King Vijay had implored the princess many times to accept Prince Jayanth so that the wedding could take place the very next year. But alas, there was a problem, and the problem was Princess Chandra's pet cat. It was a delightful female cat that seemed to spend its days lapping cream and reclining on a velvet cushion. The princess was very fond of her pet cat, but she absolutely refused to marry anyone until her cat was married to. King Vijay was inclined to lose patience with his daughter's spoilt attitude over the cat, but the princess was as obstinate as she was lovely. The king decided it was time this nonsense ended, so he sent for the princess. Look, my child, as soon as your betrothal is announced, there will not be the slightest difficulty in finding a companion for your pet cat. My cat is not going to marry any ordinary cat, retorted the princess, stamping her foot. Let it be proclaimed that I will marry the man who brings me a cat that my pet cat will accept on sight. The king decided there was nothing he could do to make the princess change her attitude. So he sent for his chief minister and, having explained the problem, told the minister he must find a solution without giving the slightest grounds for offense to Prince Jayanth. The chief minister pondered for a while, then smiled. Your Majesty, this is a simple problem to solve. All I ask is that you invite Prince Jayanth to visit you immediately. That evening, a proclamation was read throughout the capital announcing that Princess Chandra would be pleased to marry any young man who found her a suitable bridegroom for her female cat. Every young man thought that here was the golden opportunity to marry a real princess by just producing a tomcat. Those who did not have a cat stole the first one they saw, and the following morning there was a long line of enthusiastic young men coming through the palace gates, each carrying a cat. There were black cats, grey cats, white cats, and ginger cats. Some were fat and some were thin, but you could hear their meowing for miles around. All the young men were taken into the great hall and given refreshments. Then the chief minister walked in and, clapping his hands for attention, announced, I welcome you all to the palace. In a few minutes, the king will inspect your cats to see if one of them is suitable for the princess cat. Now I'm afraid the proclamation failed to say that everyone who brought a cat that is found unsuitable will be beheaded in the palace yard. Hearing these ominous words, every young man quickly picked up his feline specimen and scampered out of the palace as fast as their legs could carry them. The chief minister went to the princess. Your Highness, all the cats brought to the palace were most unsuitable. But do not worry, my men are scouring the kingdom for a fitting bridegroom. A few days later, Prince Jayant arrived at the palace and asked to see the princess. Meanwhile, the wily chief minister had found a good looking tomcat which he kept secreted in his chambers. Servants spent hours grooming this cat and feeding it on tasty morsels till it was fat and placid. But before taking the cat to the princess, the chief minister rubbed rich dairy cream into its fur. Just before Prince Jayant was to see the princess, the chief minister, followed by a footman bearing the tomcat on a silken cushion, entered the princess' chamber. As soon as the tomcat was in the room, the princess cat smelt the cream and purring away, it was soon licking the tomcat's fur. The princess clapped her hands in great glee and cried, at last my cat has got a husband. Whilst the princess was fussing over the two cats, Prince Jayant, who had been told the story of the bridegroom cat, was announced. When the prince entered, the chief minister turned to the princess. Your Highness, I should inform you that Prince Jayant was responsible for finding your cat's husband. The following day, the betrothal of Princess Chandra and Prince Jayant was announced.